What's up, YouTube? It's none other than your boy Jay Giddens the Father. What's up, Instagram? It's none other than your boy Jay Giddens the Father. As usual, remember to be positive, optimistic. Keep positive people in your circle, baby. As you see per the title, I wanted to do a quick live talking about changing your priorities. If this don't apply to you, don't let it apply to you. But I think for the most part, we can all take something from it. I don't really be having specific topics or anything. I mean, like I don't be really having specific things verbatim that I want to say when I go live. I literally just kind of when I get a thought and something's on my mind, I just kind of talk about it. And I've been doing a lot of reading and researching lately about things like legal name fraud, birth certificate fraud, and all that kind of stuff. But this just popped in my head again. The topic of changing your priorities. To I am James Lex to Mr. Alejandro. I want to send positive energy your way and thank you so much for coming on to my live. You know, I really appreciate that. You know, when it comes to like changing your priorities, like what I mean when I say that, and I think we all can gather can get something from this. A lot of the information that I give out, where you at 225? Shout out to you. I appreciate your support as always, boss. I think as parents, and a lot of y'all know that a lot of the information that I give a lot of times is directed towards parents. And I made my page title Jay Giddens the Father because of the fact that I expressly was looking to make the world a better place or make all of our experiences better through parenting, right? Because parenting is one of the things I know in and out, right? It's a lot of things that I'm learning, that I'm getting to know better, but being a parent and being a child is one of the things that I know in and out. King Amunra, shout out to you. I appreciate you for coming through. Adrian got next, sending positive vibes your way. I love all y'all, anybody that come through. Today, again, I titled this "Change Your" and y'all might hear my kids in the background. You know, I got four, so it get a little bit rambunctious at times, right? But changing your priorities was the topic of tonight that I wanted to jump on here. I'm not gonna hold y'all for long. I wanted to direct this toward my parents, but this message can be received by anybody because all of you are around children, right? Whether you're a parent or not, you are around children or you are around parents, right? So, you know, when I say change your priorities, peace God, I came in to pop up and say, hey, I appreciate that. Appreciate you, Almighty, for stopping by, all right? Sending positive vibes your way, and I'm extracting any from you, all right? You know, when we say changing your priorities, what I mean more so is like to value your relationships rather than like your possessions and material items, right? So you really don't want to be putting the things that you have around you above your relationships with people. And this is a lot of times what's causing negativity in our universe. A lot of times, you know, we look on Instagram, we look on YouTube, we look on the television, and we see all of this crazy stuff, all of this stuff that's happening. A lot of it is being done. And when I say crazy stuff, I mean violence. I mean, just like obscenities, you know, stuff where, you know, like there's a hidden message behind it that they're trying to get into people's minds. You know, a lot of it is being done via Jay. Can you respect my live a little bit, young goddess? But no, that's okay. But a lot of what you see that's taking place on these videos and stuff is to get into the minds of these youngsters, and they're using music to do it. You see a lot of these like dance videos. You see a lot of people dancing together and all of that, and it's like that's cool. But you know, there's a saying. How does that phrase go? Guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people, right? Ill the Great, shout out to you. I appreciate you for stopping by as usual, man. You always coming through, Sean Love. So I want to send positivity to you. But like I was saying, in Ill the Great, this is about changing your priorities directed towards parents, but also anybody else who's around parents and children, right? So guns don't kill people. Stupid people with guns kill people, right? So I feel that same concept can be applied to many things, right? Same thing with dance and music, right? Dance is not bad. You know, music is not bad, but stupid people using music can be bad. You know what I mean? Stupid people using dance can be bad, right? So they got a lot of these videos where they're like dancing and they doing cool stuff, but they're dancing to music that is saying things that's subliminally getting into the minds of the children, right? Savage Tay, I appreciate you for coming through, sending positive energy your way and extracting any from you. Plus, repeating lyrics enough is manifestation. Exactly. So you'll have look, they'll have this. You know, everybody know that Destiny L901999. I appreciate you for coming through, sending positive energy your way. Everybody knows that news reporter guy, right? The white guy. He does all the little cool dances. He'll like get in the window next to the other guy doing it or whatever, right? That's cool, right? But they'll be sitting there dancing, and you like, oh, yeah, this is cool. But in the background is, I told that bitch she could suck on my dick, and I told her to sit on my shit. I told that nigga I shoot him my clip. I empty my clip, and I'm willing to. And you like, wait a minute, wait. What are they saying in the background? Or they have like everything has polarities, correct? And they'll have like, you know, somebody doing something simple like, you know, taking some milk and pouring some milk, which you shouldn't be drinking milk, by the way. So that in itself is bad for you. But they'll be pouring some milk, and then they'll have like some cookies. They dip in the milk and the cookies, right? That seems innocent. You just watching somebody dip milk in the cookies. But then cookies in the milk, my apologies. But then you look and you see the girl got a half a shirt on with her nipples poking out. You know what I mean? Or she bend over to grab something and then, you know, ask somebody for help and put her titties by the screen. All of this stuff is subliminal stuff to keep you in your sacral and your root chakra, right? My son's keeper joined. I want to send positive energy your way. You know what I mean? So again, the reason I wanted to try to get out here and tell people to value your relationships rather than your possessions and material items, right? So don't love your car more than you love your son. You know what I'm saying? Don't love your car more than you love your daughter. Why is it that you take your car to get washed every day or to get a checkup and all of these things, but you haven't asked your child how was their day in months? You know what I mean? Slave Priest, I appreciate you for stopping by. I want to send positive energy your way, and I appreciate you for coming through. But my thing is, you know, doing something as simple as asking your child how was their day. You know how far that go? Like just little things like that. You know, I want to be a voice that says to people to put this into other people's minds. So when you're around other parents, say this to them. You know what I mean? Don't let it go in one ear and out the other. Ask them, like, when the last time you checked on your child? Or let them see you check on their child in front of you. A lot of them might get jealous and get upset by you doing it because they feel intimidated now because you're a better parent. You're being a better parent to their child than they are. But a lot of times that's what people need. You know, some people need to see, you know, not only do some parents need to see proper parenting take place in front of them, but some children need to understand what proper parenting is. You see, because some children, I am Goddess Tiki, sending positive vibes your way. I appreciate you for stopping by. Some children really don't understand what proper parenting is. Like some children, they believe that it's normal for their mom to slap them in the face. You know what I mean? Some children think it's normal for their mom to, you know, punch them, beat them up, or for their dad to just beat them up. You know, and a lot of the parents out here, man, you need to stop just beating the hell out of your child, man. And that's one of the things that I really want to get across too. We need to love our children, man. Stop just taking all your frustrations out on them. And that's the importance of making sure that you love yourself. You can't, Goddess, could you grab my gems for me next to the bed? I appreciate you. My apologies, Goddess. My bad for yelling, y'all. I know I was kind of loud. I feel naked without my gem. Ty Lick, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by. We're talking about changing your priorities, more specifically as it relates to parenting, as it relates to watching children. You know, I want to, again, as anybody who knows me know that my name is Jay Giddens the Father on here. I appreciate you guys. My name is Jay Giddens the Father on here because of the fact that I support proper parenting, right? I was a young boy that grew up without his father. I grew up in a scenario where most of the people I grew up around did not have their father. It wasn't even normal for me to say daddy or hear somebody say that. Like when I hear people say daddy or my father, I'm just like, it's like a little bit of an awkward moment for me because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't have an association with that term. I don't have an association with the term dad or daddy. So when I hear that, I'm just like, wow. And it makes me want to make sure that I do what I can to spark other men, other males out there who may be in a position where they could be a better father for their children. You know, a lot of our men need to see fathers being fathers. They need to see men speaking certain things. Like there's so many friends of mine, like so I'm not gonna say friends of mine. There's so many guys who I have this live is the truth. My family need to know this. Everybody needs to know this because it's so much more common than we think. It seriously is. Like proper parenting is not talked about. But you know what I mean? There's so many guys who I have been associated with who have said things to me like, yo, and this is not to speak bad about my women, about my goddesses, okay? But I'm just speaking from the perspective of the males that I've been in contact with. So many of them has said things like, yo, my baby must be tripping, yo. She ain't doing a damn thing for my kid, yo. I go over there, she's sitting there, she's smoking in front of the kid, drinking, drunk, you know what I mean, saying this and that, talking about that shit in front of her, you know what I'm saying, doing a bunch of shit that's inappropriate. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, Dre3690, sending positive vibes your way, baby. I appreciate you for stopping by. We're talking about changing your priorities as it relates to parenting, children, and just those around you, okay? Just valuing the things that's important. But I'm sitting there saying to myself in my mind, why would you not say something about that? And I'm sitting there saying, bro, like you walked out of the house and left your child there? How do you know what I mean? Like and the thing about it is us as men, we have to stand in our own truth and stand in our own value. Vegan Chakra, I want to first off send a shout out to you. I watch your posts and I really appreciate the information that you put out there, okay? Appreciate you coming in my live. I'm sending positive energy your way. We just talking about changing priorities, all right? But you know, a lot of the brothers out there, the men out there, we don't understand our value. First of all, for the full 9 months that the baby is being produced inside of the goddess, you are being made to feel lesser than by most people around you. How many people check on you when y'all are pregnant? See, when I got 4 children, each one of my children, when my significant other at the time was pregnant, we pregnant. Ain't no she pregnant, we pregnant. That's our baby. You feel me? How many people are checking on the guy? How many people are asking the guy how he feels? Rising of the Sun 313, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by. And this is not about trying to make it out like, you know, trying to make it out like one is more important than the other. I did a whole video about this on my YouTube page. It's not about one being more important than the other. Missy Love, sending positive energy your way. I thank you so much for coming by, and I hope you stay in. Talking about changing priorities, right? You know, we don't really speak much about the value of a father. So how do we expect a father to understand their own value, right? When the baby's born, we tell the father, I carried this baby for 9 months. This is my baby. We tell him, well, you know, that's her baby. The courts tell him that's their baby. The hospital tell him that's their baby. All the people around tell him that. But then you tell him, you ain't shit. You're a piece of shit, baby daddy. You ain't doing nothing for the baby. You know, we have to understand our value in the creation of this child. We have to understand that we played a role in the conception of the child in order for us to want to play a role in the raising of it. You know what I mean? It's like you can't tell me for 9 months that I ain't played no role in this child's creation. And then once it's born, you expect me to just automatically know what to do. Malachi 999, sending positive vibes your way. Bear with me for a second. I got to go grab a charger. My apologies, guys. My laptop about to die, right? And I'm going positive. I'm going positive. I'm going live on my YouTube page as well. So I want to make 1,000% sure that my laptop does not die in that regard. But yeah, you know, Malachi 999 I appreciate you for just joining. We talking about changing your priorities, valuing your relationships, valuing your children over your material items. We got so many people. I'm pretty sure y'all know so many people, anybody watching this who has kids, right? And to them, their kids, peace God, to them, their children are like an asset, right? So it's like if you ask them, they like, I got my shoes, I got my car, I got my house, I got my phone, I got my kids, I got my, you know what I mean? It's an asset. It's just another way to get over, right? To the point where they counting their kids in terms of how much they can get. And they use their children to get over on people. And they use their children as a meal ticket to get out of things and to get people to do things for them and to unburn bridges that they burn because they ain't shit. But they can use their children because everybody knows for the most part that children are innocent. You know what I mean? Children are innocent. And even the ones that are not innocent are still innocent because they only doing what your shitty ass taught them, you know, for lack of better expression. You know what I'm saying? So this leads me to my next point, which is basically like to value yourself, right? You want to value yourself in those, you know, in those you love above all else. Because if you don't value yourself, then you have no value to give to others, especially your own children, right? So your children can't learn nothing from you if you don't think that you're a person who somebody can learn from. You know, if you look in the mirror and think that that person you looking at in the mirror is ugly, then your children should definitely not be looking up to you. You know what I mean? They shouldn't even be with you. Like, as much as you know, some children are better off on their own. You know what I mean? Like, some children literally do a better job at raising themselves than when they're with the parent. You know, some children, if they're in the house by themselves all day, will cause no harm to themselves. But if they're in the house with their mom or their dad, who is an abusive parent or a neglectful parent, will have a ton of harm done to them by the end of the day. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, we just have to realize these things, and we're in the age of Aquarius, y'all. So you know, we're in the age of truth. We're in the age of awakening, in the age of where, you know, where people are starting to become privy to things that they ignored before. And we got to speak out on these things, man. There's so many of us have family members, friends, co-workers that we hear speak disrespectfully about their own family, you know, about their children. I don't want to say own family. My apologies, y'all, because family schmamly. To me, you family based on how we feel about each other. Y'all in here are my family. Anybody in here who watching me right now, who's still in here right now, y'all are my family. I don't even have family. You know what I'm saying? Like my mother, father, you know, like all the uncles, all of that. I don't have that. I don't have a family. Like, I legitimately don't have family. Some people say that because they might beef with their family every now and again. Some people might say that because they got family members they don't like or whatever. I say that because I don't have family. You feel me? I've been talking to my mother in 5+ years. You know what I'm saying? I don't know my father. Like, I don't have family. You feel me? So when I say that, I mean that. And when I, you know, and what I really want people to understand is that you have to be careful with who you consider family. You have to be careful with who you let that close to you. See, because people will allow the excuse of family to be the reasoning behind them being abused, right? It's just like, you know, certain women or certain goddesses who may be in relationships where, you know, they may be in relationships where they're being abused, and they'll just deal with the abuse because they'll say, well, that's my husband. Or, you know, the guy will say, well, that's my wifey, you know what I mean? She loved me. You know, they use these things as excuses to keep themselves in these situations. Leaf Love 9, sending positive energy your way. As usual, I appreciate you for stopping by. Today we talking about, and I'm not going to be too long on here. I just wanted to come through real quick. Changing your priorities as it relates to parenting, you know, children, and just everything else. You know, changing your value from possessions and material things to those around you who you care about. Okay, Legendary Club sending positive energy your way as well. You know, so I really just want us all to love ourselves. You know, get in the how do you want to say, like, just get in the habit of loving yourself. Get in the habit of understanding your value and speaking your truth. And don't just let thoughts come to your mind and go out. Like, when you think things, if they're productive thoughts, but if you think things that, you know, other people, Cutie Shadows, I appreciate you for coming by, sending positive energy your way if you're still in here. If you think things and you think somebody can gain something from that thought, share it, man. Even if you do a quick post or just do a live like I'm doing right now, like this live right here, this was a quick thought that I had. Big Shiki sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by. No matter how long you stay, I appreciate the energy that you're giving, right? But this whole live about changing your priorities literally started off as a thought in my mind while I was sitting on the couch. I just thought to myself, like, man, people need to change their priorities. You know, I sit and I listen to certain neighbors that I have scream a bunch of craziness. Nope, Da Vinci sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by and giving me your positivity. You know, I listen to my neighbors sometimes, you know, scream, yell, bang, and do a bunch of nonsense. And it just makes me think, like, yo, we need to get our perspectives right, get our priorities in order, start to value our children over our material things, and value ourselves over the outside. You know what I mean? Don't look outside of yourself for value in yourself. You know what I mean? That's the reason why you don't determine your own universe. That's why the thoughts that you have are not your own. So when you think to yourself, man, I'm ugly, when you look in the mirror and you like, oh man, my hair look a mess, you know, that's not your thoughts. That's the thoughts of your 8th grade, student, the 8th grade student that was in your class picking on you every day you came in. Or maybe your brother or sister, your sibling that told you that your hair was ugly and all of that. How you think your hair ugly? And that's why I did that video. If y'all didn't see it, check it out or share it, whatever you got to do, where I was mentioning to our goddesses that you need to appreciate your hair. I'm not trying to hear all of that, oh, my hair ugly, my hair nappy. What are you talking about? You know what that sound like to me when you say my hair ugly, my hair nappy? That sound like you saying, man, I got 10 fingers. This is dumb, man. I need 9 fingers. Like, that's idiotic. You were born that way. You were born that way. You were born that way. You're not going to tell me that the way that you naturally grow is ugly. You're not going to tell me that. And if you believe that, that's your problem. And don't bring that energy to me. Don't bring that energy on me or around anybody who I love and care for, because I'm not going to let it fly. So this is why I tell anybody who's close to me, and this is what I mean. This is what I mean. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm speaking? This is what I mean. Change your priorities. Change your perspectives, man. Talk to people like they matter. Can you post this live, please? I'm finna do something. Yeah. Oh, I'm definitely going to post it, change your perspective. Changing your perspective will change your whole life experience. You know what I mean? Like, if you change the way you look at something, it literally will change the importance of certain things to you. Like, just to share something with y'all, some of the things that bother me on a regular basis are things that are about my past, right? Young Hefe, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by. A lot of my life I participated in this matrix. You know what I mean? I was a part of this matrix, and it involved me. I had 3 jobs. I was, making $21 an hour at a corporate job at one point. So I just really was involved, and my mind is really programmed that my happiness and my value comes from material things. I believe, well, as long as I get paid and my checks is $1,500 and I got this and that and I got the fresh J's on, at the end of the day, I'm good. Now my mind was a little bit bigger than that because I always been a little bit woke to a degree. However, that still was the basis of my thought pattern. You know what I mean? And one of the things that I suffer from now is feeling like if you don't make a lot of money, that you're not valuable. You know what I mean? That your value is determined by the amount of money you make. And this is one of the reasons that I always say I hate money. Listen, I hate money. I hate money. I hate money. I can't say that enough. And I don't say I hate anything. In fact, I correct myself when I say I hate something, because I don't believe in hate. Because that's a strong feeling that can take over you and you can become immersed in it. But I hate money. You feel me? Like, I do, because money is the root of all evil. I said this before in a live, y'all might have heard, but money is the reason why a rapist can still have friends. Money is the reason why a man can beat his wife and his homeboys and still shake his hand and chill with him. Money is the reason why a man will offer his own child up to somebody else, or a woman will offer their own child up to somebody else. Money is the reason that you'll leave your child with a bunch of strangers all day long. Think about that. Think about that. Think about that. Now, if there was no such thing as money, and there was a group of, 4 strangers over there, and they said, hey, leave your kids with me and go ahead about your day for 10 hours. I got them. I'm going to take care of them. You'll look at them like they was crazy. You'll say, you crazy? It's my most prized possession. I'm not leaving my children with you. But money will make you do it. See, because you need the money. So you leave your child with strangers. You feel me? You see the things money do, money make you do. Money will make you do shit. Money will make you sleep with somebody you wouldn't have slept with before. Money will make you abuse your own kids. Money will make you leave yourself in a vulnerable position that you shouldn't be in. You feel me? My bad. There was a comment here that I missed. Appreciate you. Wish I had stores to screen record right now. That's all good, Malachi 999. I would appreciate it if you can go back and reshare it, because I'm gonna post this. I post my lives, you know what I mean, when they let me. Sometimes it don't let me, or my phone will act dumb. But in this case, it looks like everything is okay. So I'm gonna make sure I post it, and I really want y'all to get this information out there. See, because there's not enough people saying this. Every time I jump online, I hear people saying silly shit. I hear people having conversations about versus battles and all this dumb shit, but ain't nobody talking about how, you know, Ray Ray and Tay Tay being abused by their mama. Ain't nobody talking about how the kids is not being spoken truth into. How nobody tells these kids that they love them anymore. Do you even hear that anymore? Like, you know what I mean? I had somebody, D. Jamil Morgan, sending positive energy your way, and I appreciate you for coming in. Yeah, we got to, for real, for real. We definitely got it. We got to make sure that we share this information and we get these perspectives out there. Each one, reach one, teach one. We just have to get to the point where we lead by example. See, I lead by example. When I'm out with my children, I got 3 girls, 1 son, right? Ages 11, 8, 2, and 1, right? Shout out to you, 817, Jonathan. I appreciate you for coming in. When I'm out with my children, I lead by example. You know what I mean? Oftentimes, because of my magnetism, people come up to us. Not just mine, but all of our magnetism. People come up to us, and they see the way that I treat my children. You know, I don't yell, scream, and cuss at my children. See, because you teach your children how to be treated. See, it's funny how your children go to school and they get bullied, and you get mad at them for letting somebody bully them when you bully them. You bully them. You that bully. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking to you if this is not for you, but there are many people who may see or witness this video who need to hear this. You are your child's bully. You the one smack your child upside the head and they can't do nothing about it. You the one tell your child buck at them and stuff like that when they ask for something to eat, so now they scared. You the one who tell them they look dumb like that. They need to do this, and you know what I mean? You the one who does that. God, have you been feeling like everything is a movie night? 100%, man. I've been feeling like that for a long time, man. But I really am now. Like, it's to a point where people's mind frames are being controlled by, like, manipulating images and videos. You know what I mean? Like, you'll see a video that's completely made up. You know what I mean? You ever had somebody say, hey, yo, you gotta see this video, look, and they show it to you or they send it to you and you look at it and it's something where you like, first of all, they both are acting. The whole purpose of this was just to put the thought of what they're thinking about in my mind, so now I gotta think about it. You understand? Like, you'll see a post about something stupid, like, you know, it might be like a woman who find out that her man cheating on her, so she end up talking to him like, oh, you dumb, I can't believe you did this, blah, blah, blah. And then somebody else will be looking at it from another perspective. And this is all in the video, but you're watching the video. So what this is to do is to create a scenario in your mind where this is happening so that you can put yourself in those shoes and subconsciously envision that being possible in your world now. So now the things that you see are now your reality. And this is why you have these random scenarios just taking place on Instagram where you like, yo, what is that about? You know, you might have a video of just like a dog chasing somebody who jumps over the hood of a car and they jump, you know, and the dog is chasing them and then the video cut off. And you're like, yo, that was crazy. What was that? But you ever notice on a lot of these videos, they don't do a good job at showing the video. They're like off to the side, or they don't let you get too into it. It's like a dream. It's like it's not really real. It's kind of like how your dreams are. Like in your dreams, you can remember what happened, but it's fuzzy. Or you can't really control much about it. You just get the image from it. That's what it is that they're doing. They're creating these images and these videos to just go in your mind and control your subconscious and control what you're thinking about and talking about. And next thing you know, you having a conversation with somebody about the topic that was in that video. I caught the simulation shifting all the time. This matrix is so much deeper than people think. It is. It's way deeper than people think. Easy Phantom, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for stopping by my live. I just want you to know that I appreciate you, okay? But you know, and you know, one of the most troubling things about this, man, is the people who participate in it, man. You see people doing these little videos and stuff, and they're just following along, you know, the TikToks and all of that stuff, and they don't really understand what is happening. They don't understand the spiritual warfare that's taking place. They think this is just some harmless video. You know what I mean? You know the video, like the Bust It, right? Y'all know that whole Bust It thing? It'll be like a girl, she's sitting there in like a, you know, like a shirt, you know, she just doing like this, and then it go, Bust It, and then it dropped to another video and she half dressed twerking and stuff like that. there's people out here participating in that shit because they thinking like, oh, it's just a busted chat. This is just, oh, I'm just doing it because but what it's doing is it's entrapping them. It's entrapping them in social media. You know what I mean? It's making them feel like this is, it's making them feel like this is where their value comes from. You know what I mean? Do you have a strong belief in God? Oh, but oh boy, do I have a strong belief in God? I knew Ron 777 sending positive energy your way, baby. Easy Phantom said, do you have a strong belief in God? And it's funny, 9 popped up. We got 9 people in the live. Those who are familiar with numerology and the power of numbers, you know 9. Hey, Spiritual Pete, I'm going to bring you on, God. I appreciate you for asking to be on my live. Anybody who ever want to be on my live, I'm going to invite you. All right? But, yeah, I don't even listen. I don't want to be rude or ignorant and not answer. To my people on YouTube who might be watching, I had somebody on my live on Instagram who hopped in. What's up, Pete? I appreciate you for coming by, G. What's up? Real quick, I want to make sure I respond real quick to this Easy Phantom. To Easy Phantom. Do you know the Muffin Man? Shout out to you. Do you know the Muffin Man? I appreciate you for coming into the live, sending love your way. Do I have a strong belief in God? Listen, all I'm gonna say is this. For anybody who feel like I'm gonna respond to Easy Phantom directly. I have a belief in a God, yes. That's what I'll say. If you want further clarification, I'll clarify it for you, but I'm not giving no more than that. Did you know that TV Land is a real ass place? They tape us and record us movies and shit. They have certain actors coming in there working alongside. Oh man, the Truman Show in real life, huh? Nah, Jamil Morgan, I didn't know that. Listen, if you ever have any information that you can send to me, that I'm not privy to or that you think I'm not, please send it to my DM or just message me, share, tag me in it, whatever it is, because I'm an open, you know what I'm saying? I like to receive information and knowledge, you feel me? So I'm an open book, or I'm an open, what's that phrase, Goddess? What is it? I'm open-minded, you feel me? So now, Pete, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man?
Hey, man, I'm chilling, bro. Just hopped on here, bro. You feel me?
I appreciate
you on here, you know, spreading the message, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. I appreciate the love and the positive energy. Listen, hey, Pete, I knew this Easy Phantom character, right? Oh, look, Easy Phantom said, oh, okay, I'm an ex-trans, ex-gay Christian guy, LOL. Listen, I don't want to be disrespectful to you, Easy Phantom, because I don't want to disrespect any soul, but I'm just going to say that throws me off a little bit. And hey, I'm just going to send positive energy your way and wish you the best of insight. Wish that the universe sends you the most insight that you can get to help you with your situation, okay? Because that's a little bit deep. It seems kind of bot-like to me, but I don't really want to disrespect you if you are a person. I'm just sending positive energy your way. My man Marshall just jumped in here. Marshall, sending positive energy your way. You already know. For sure. Penny the, what is it? Penny the youthful, Penny thoughtful. My apologies if I mispronounced it. Sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for coming in the live. Definitely, okay. But man, how was your day today, Pete, man?
So I ain't do nothing. I was sunbathing all day, you feel me? Doing that.
Okay.
Take that on like one night, you know. That's it. I ain't really do nothing.
Okay.
I'm trying to eat less, you feel me?
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. That's something I've been kind of struggling with. You see, because a lot of us have been conditioned to eat to deal with our emotions. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is when we get like emotional or a lot is on our mind, the first thing that our subconscious goes to is to eat and fill your body with stuff. You know, the crazy thing is a lot of the stuff that I find myself like thinking that I'm above, like I would think I'm above that and I'm better than that, so to speak. But I find myself doing it too. You know what I'm saying? Like I find myself in situations where when I'm stressing a little bit, I'll grab something to eat and I'll start eating. You know what I mean? And they make you think they make you think, and when I say they, I mean, you know, the media, those that control our influences, they make you think that the only people who do this is the fat chick sitting on the couch who mad because she just got broke up with or something. You know what I'm saying? With the ice cream container. That's what they make you think overeating or eating due to your emotion is, but that's really not what it is. I mean, that's what it is, but it's more than just that. And that make your belief in that makes you separate that from you. It wasn't until you just said that, honestly, that I correlated that and brought that together. You just helped me figure that out by asking me. You know what I mean? So this is why I appreciate you for coming in here. That might have been a purpose. Look, and then we got Easy Phantom in here quoting Bible verses. Pete this. Listen.
Oh, yeah, Bible people in here?
Listen. Easy Phantom, do me a favor. Just don't. Okay, with the Bible verses and all of that. We look in ourselves for answers. Okay, we don't look to a book for answers to questions that we have. We look within ourselves. Okay, so that's why I don't really look to a book to determine. You see, all of the things that I'm talking about in this live, Easy Phantom, in case so I can catch you up a little bit. The purpose of this live was. The title of this live was Changing Your Priorities, right? And this was pretty much just to tell people that you need to value your relationships over material things, over material possession. This is the reason why our children don't have the love that they have, because we don't love ourselves enough to give that wisdom. Or look, Wisdom 4 just came in here, sending positive energy your way. I said wisdom because I saw his name, but we don't love ourselves enough to give the love that we need to give to our children. All of these things that I'm saying came from within. All of these things came from within me. I ain't have to read a Bible to do that. You feel me? I don't got to read a Bible to tell me not to steal from my neighbor. I don't need to read a Bible to tell me not to touch little kids. I don't have to read a Bible to tell me not to break my God's heart. I don't need a Bible for that. That's all in here. So all them people who look into a book, first of all, I don't know who you are and what you believe in, because you don't even know what you are and what you believe in because the book told you. So for all I know, you don't touch kids because the book told you not to and not because your heart told you not to. So after you done reading that book and all that religion, then let me talk to you and figure out who you are. You feel me? I don't want to meet the book. I don't want to talk to a book. You feel me? I want to talk to a soul, a living being, a conscious being. You feel me? Shout out to everybody that came in. We had like 2 or 3 people. Wisdom, I mentioned, Majesty Management, and Constantly Consciously One, who always come in and show love. So I want to make sure everybody that come in get to hear me say that I love and appreciate every one of y'all for coming in here. Not to overtalk you, Pete.
It's someone else's perspective of life, you feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we are, you know, we all got to change our perspective. I mentioned earlier that changing your perspective changes your life's experience. You know what I mean? It changes whether or not you have a good or bad day. There's not even a such thing as good or bad. You know what I mean? Once you realize that there's no such thing as good or bad, there's only decisions and things that happen and results of those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Because you could say taking candy from a baby is bad, right? I mean, all of us would probably agree taking candy from a baby is bad. But is it if your goal was to make sure that baby don't get cavities? You feel me? If you took that candy from that baby because you was worried about that baby getting any bacteria it might have got from that candy, now is it bad? See, it's all perspective. You know, somebody could say that you I'm not gonna go into detail. That was a good enough metaphor. So I really just want, you know, people to understand though that like whether something is good or bad is up to you. So whether or not you have a good or bad day is up to you. And this is something that I'm learning too. I'm nowhere near, you know, I'm not gonna speak spells on myself, but I will say I don't conduct myself mentally in the way that I would like to at all times. You know, that's what I'm gonna say. Although I'm working toward that, you know what I mean? But so I have flaws, is what I'm saying, basically. So I don't want nobody to think I'm trying to say I'm perfect or I'm better than nobody. I just want, and I'm learning these things too. You know what I mean? I'm learning these things too. Shout out to that boy Buddha. I appreciate everybody who coming into this live while we in here, baby. Sending positive energy y'all way, and I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? But we all gotta tap in to our ability to control our environments, right? And control our feelings and our emotions, right? I remember when I used to be a teenager. Dang, I'm getting old. Listen, and age ain't even real. This is just the Matrix playing on me. But when I was younger, man, I want to say around maybe 15, 16 years old, maybe 14, 15 years old. I remember I used to say, how I couldn't stand adults. And you know why I used to say? I used to say I can't stand adults because adults don't know how to control themselves. I used to say this as a child. Like literally as a child, I used to be like, I don't like adults because every time they're around, they mad. You know what I mean? Every time you see an adult, they got an attitude about something. They angry about something. They stressed about something. Like, control yourself. When I was 14, I used to say this. I used to be like, I smile all the time. Even if you make me mad, I can literally, I'm good now. You feel me? It's up to me how I feel, not you. You know what I mean? So we really all need to understand. What you say, Goddess?
No, I was saying that's what I was explaining to you.
Oh. Yeah, hey, look, y'all, I'm a student to my goddess. I'm a student to my goddess. She teaches me so much. Laid back G, I want to send positive energy your way. August 246. I'm really thankful for y'all coming into this live, baby. That boy Buddha said, what up, God? Talk your shit, fam, and take your time. I appreciate it. The great old one, 111. I appreciate you for coming in. Positive vibes your way. We just talking about peace to you, peace reflection. We just talking about, you know, your ability to control your own universe and control your emotions, right? Because emotions are what take our godhood from us. You know what I mean? When you get angry, when you get, you know, sad. You know, it's funny. I asked my goddess, I just asked you this, right? I just asked her this not too long ago. I said, when do you think when do you think I'm the best man that I can be? Right? And what did you say, goddess? She said, when you're happy, right? And I said, when do you think I'm the worst man that I can be? And she said, when you're sad or when you're depressed, right? So if my goal is to be the best man that I can be, the only thing I have to do is be happy. Everything else fall into place, right? I mean, you know what I mean? If you can really get your subconscious to understand that, you can control your life. Like nobody can give you bad news. You feel me? You can come outside. Lord Sean, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for coming in here. We're talking about changing your priorities and controlling your universe, baby. Appreciate you. You know, if you go outside and your car being towed, right? That don't have to make you upset. That don't have to mean you have a bad day. You determine if that means you have a bad day. You know, and this is one of the things that I'm still coming into the light of understanding. You know what I mean? I'm still trying to, you know, really grasp and get a hold on, man. I only been woke for about maybe 6 months, you know, if you want to call it that. You know what I mean? And I wouldn't even say I was fully woke the whole 6 months. You know, I spent the first maybe 2 or 3 trying to get out the bed. Like, you know what I'm saying? I was still asleep. So, you feel me? I know hey, look, Pete, if you want to talk, bro, just jump in there. You know, I be running my mouth. I talk a lot, bro. So, you know what I mean?
It was times I was ready to speak, but you kept on talking.
I apologize, God. You already a reflection. You already know, man. You know, I tend to just jibber jabber on. Go ahead though. Anything you want, you know what I mean?
No. You good.
Yeah. So really, this whole live, man, was just about making sure that people understand how to change and take control of your own life, because there's so many outside influences that we have on us. There's so many things that make you want to slap somebody in a day. There's so many things that make you want, you know what I mean? I know you can relate to this, bro. Like, look, being in Baltimore, we both from Baltimore, so we already know, right? You from over west? I know you from over west. Look, I grew up over west too. I got family over east, but you know, I'm from west originally. But look, growing up in Baltimore, we know that like speaking to people ain't even something we do. Cambino, sending positive energy your way. I love you. I appreciate you for coming by. But you know, speaking to people ain't even something we do. If we walk in a corner store and it's 2-3 niggas in there, like you already know, we just, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It take for the person with the biggest. It take for the person with the bigger, the bigger. You gotta be the bigger person to be like, "What's up, yo?" And then the other nigga be like, "What's up?" You know what I'm saying? Like that's how it be. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you walking around, yo, like when I be downtown, I be walking around like niggas don't want to speak to you, like unless you speak first. And see, what I do is I feel like that's where we gotta come in. We gotta do that, bro. We gotta do that. And we gotta lead by example. We gotta do it in front of other people. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be like, yo, what's up, bro? Peace to you. Shake their hand, ask them how they doing. And see, they making it harder for us with this mask crap. You know what I'm saying? Because we can't even recognize each other. I was walking down the street downtown, and it was a dude that saw another person. Or somebody said that's how it is in Detroit. It's crazy. It's probably the same in cities all around. But I was walking around downtown. It was a dude that was walking behind me. He recognized another dude that they grew up together or whatever. But they didn't know it was each other because they had the mask on. So one of the guys said, "Hey yo," he said, "Hey yo, Carl," and the other one just kind of looked like this, and then he was like, "What?" And then the other one pulled his mask down. He was like, "Oh shit, yo, I didn't even know that was you." And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, yo, this how they got us. They got us to the point where we viewing each other as just a bunch of, you know. Go ahead.
Yo, tell me why, like a couple weeks ago, I was like that. Somebody said, "What's up?" Me with a mask. I'm like, "Yo, who is she?" And he took the mask. I was like, "Oh, okay."
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's like, damn.
Exactly. And that's why we got, oh, that boy Buddha, you in Towson? I'm not too far from Towson. I stay in Rosedale now, like near, you know what I mean, Golden Ring area. Out not too far from Essex, that area. That's where I'm at now. So, and that's not that far from Towson. So we could all link. That boy Buddha, if you with it, we could all link, man, and just do the same thing. Do the same thing that we doing right now, but chop it up in person. You know what I mean? However we can grow from each other, whatever we can offer each other, bartering, whatever we can do. You got something I need, I got something you need, whatever, man. Because I'm trying to move away. I don't like money. I was talking about this earlier in the live. I cannot stand money because money is the reason why a man can beat on his wife and still have friends. You feel me? Money is the reason why a dude can touch little kids and still have friends and still have people who want to hang out with him because of money. So I don't like money, and I don't want nobody to look at me as money or none of that. Like, no, don't judge me based on that. You feel me? Man, I'm learning myself, God. As soon as I get excited and I'm passionate, I'm going off. But I must learn how to control it. Yeah. I feel you, that boy Buddha. Learn to control your emotions, man. Your emotions are key. I'm still learning it myself. Pretty Black Johnson, 25, sending positive energy your way. I appreciate you for coming by. Facts, I always thought why I gotta be the one. Cambino, when you said I always thought why I gotta be the one, got it too, y'all. when you say you wonder why I always gotta be the one, you was talking about speaking first. Miss Terry B, I appreciate you for coming through, sending positive energy your way, and I'm extracting any from you. All right, guys, see you in class. Hey, listen, I gotta renew my subscription. Is it free? It's open still? Okay, because first of all, y'all know, hey, look, y'all know Divine Insight ain't starting on time. That's what, if he start on time, he on some new stuff. He don't be starting on time. But now I feel you. I'm gonna actually try jump in there myself. Look, I'm gonna probably jump off of here actually, because I ain't mean for this to be too long, right? And I'm gonna jump back on live tomorrow. I want to talk about some stuff involving like legal name fraud for those who might or might not be aware of that. I wanna help with putting that out there because honestly, I want to speak my truth. Like I'm at a point where I want to speak the truth about everything, and whatever happens, happens. You feel me? I want the cosmos behind me because I'm speaking it. All right. Anything you want to get out, Pete, before we get off here, bro? Yeah, I've been on here for probably I've been on here at least 20 minutes, bro. I don't know exactly how long, but at least 20 minutes before you got on here. Yeah. Yeah. All right, to my people on hold on. It is still open. That's my bad. All right, to my people on YouTube, I love y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. Remember to keep positive people in your circle. It's your boy Jay Getting Out. All right.